non-vegans are more likely to be abusers, murderers, rapists, etc. And so non-veganism has a ripple effect into racism.
Dude, that is the dumbest shit. Hey guys, welcome to an epic video. I saw a clip from this floating around on the internet. I really wanted to make a video about it because it seemed interesting. It's a clip from a longer documentary called Vegan and Meat Eater Take Magic Mushrooms Before Debate. And they're kind of going at each other, and it's pretty wild. So let's go ahead and watch this and see how it goes, guys. We all know that I'm a vegan expert. I had vegan in my home, and we had a very respectful conversation. It was good. We'll see what I, the king of everything, thinks of this.
Non-vegans are more likely to be abusers, murderers, rapists, etc. And so non-veganism has a ripple effect into racism.
So, because I'm not vegan, I'm also racist now, is what you're saying.
Dude, this is going to be awesome. Two people with controversial views. So far, this is the only character with controversial views. Also, the fit is sick. The fit goes hard.
Veganism is a scam. They want to do the right thing, but it often turns out to be this sickly cult where they have this holier-than-thou perspective. So I'm here to educate them and hopefully change their mind.
I can see that. That's not going to work. Oh, Bart's a life coach.
I'm Neo10Y. I'm a recording artist and spiritual revolutionary from London.
Whoa.
My purpose on planet Earth is to help manifest a protopian dimension of peace through the expansion of love energy.
Okay, that is very cringe, but also f***ing badass at the same time. This guy is wild. What a beautiful mind. All right, let's go into this. I'm excited. I'm a little giddy. Neo10Y.
What's your opinions on
What's
veganism?
his name? I have the same boots.
I'm a meat eater, which seems to be demonized nowadays.
Do you think it's demonized?
It's not
Very
demonized.
much so.
It's fairly regular.
99% of the global population.
If it's just
Because it's
the
not-
best nutrition available for humans.
That is not correct.
So you're saying a vegan diet is better for
Of
us?
course a vegan diet is
That's-
better.
Why
It's
have
been
we
proven-
thrived for millennia on red meat?
Well, we haven't thrived, have
We haven't thrived? I mean,
Technically, we stopped thriving when agriculture became a thing. Technically, if you really want to look at like health and you know, anthropological evidence of health, things started going downhill when agriculture became a real common thing because there's more people. We're no longer nomadic. We can't eat berries and tubers and fish. Now we have to eat bread and hardtack.
let's have a look at the indigenous tribes now. They're in the jungle. They've probably every vegetable they could ever want out there. And what do they eat? They eat meat and fruit.
Okay, first of all, you're erasing indigenous vegans. Secondly,
There is no indigenous vegans.
There are indigenous
There
vegans.
is zero
There are
indigenous
lots of
vegans out there.
indigenous vegans.
No
Are
vegans,
there?
no vegetarians, no. Name one tribe then.
I don't have the knowledge to name tribes.
And I can tell you there is none because they've all died out.
Okay, so this is really interesting. Let's see. Vegan tribes. Are there actual vegan tribes? Brokpas? Okay, so they apparently are vegan. A vegan Himalayan tribe has existed for 5,000 years. Plant-based diet. Interesting. Okay, so not true. There are vegan tribes. There are vegan, which, you know, I have the power of the internet. This guy couldn't even answer that. That seems bold that there hasn't been like a civilization or some kind of, you know, I guess a tribe wouldn't necessarily be a civilization, but a tribe of people that hasn't subsisted off just vegetables like tubers and berries and stuff like that. That just doesn't make any sense to me.
They've all died out.
This isn't a health issue because the actual victims are the animals. You do understand that, right?
This is the point
we
that
know
always
being vegan is healthy.
just doesn't really resonate with me.
So why
very
are
well.
we killing and abusing animals for no reason?
All right. What I'm trying to fight for here is regenerative farming, where
Okay.
animals are raised humanely.
And
The
you think
animals
slitting
are-
the
I
throat of
agree
an
with
animal
that.
is humane?
It's life.
It's not life.
Do you know what your fertilizers are in vegan food? It's chicken bones, it's blood, it's bone dust from dead cows.
True.
Fish emulsions.
If you actually believed in the philosophy
That's
of harm
true.
reduction, you would be vegan.
Absolutely not. I would be eating exactly what I'm eating.
These guys are interesting.
I don't think farmers who are killing animals and eating their
raise it-
flesh
they're
is,
there
is,
for a purpose.
I don't think that,
Buddy,
no,
it's just
no,
life.
no, that's not it. It's
I do agree with that. I do think that it is just life. I think life is very cyclical, and there's a lot of things that have existed throughout time, and it's important that those things are maintained. Most of the crazy vegans you will talk to or see, they never argue veganism from the perspective of health, which makes sense because there's not much to argue there, and it's very difficult to have actual true empirical evidence that says one thing and then makes that thing perfect because there's so many variables. The way you live your life, what else are you eating? Like if you're a vegan and you just eat Oreos, which are vegan, you're gonna fucking die and be unhealthy. So it's like, and same thing with meat. If you ate a whole food vegan diet, but you also ate like like shrimp once a week and oysters and like a steak once a week, it's not going to have any negative health effects at all. Like it's going to be good for you. So it's so fucking confusing. It gets into this insane like moral debate, which is just like, it just seems so fundamentally different to me. And it makes it really difficult. I want to know what you guys think though. It makes it really difficult for me to make any sort of like logical kind of jump. It's just the rationality is different. They're on different planets. This guy and that other guy, fella, whatever.
Neo, look, the truth is this. Modern day veganism is a scam. What do you eat? I can tell you exactly what I eat. What do you eat?
I love to eat the rainbow, and
The rainbow.
I'm vegan.
So what? Avocados
Skittles.
flown in from Mexico to your London home. Pomegranates flown in from Thailand. This and that. I get butter from down the road in Ireland. I get my steak from down the road.
This is based in red pill.
I wouldn't eat those things because
I'm killing the planet with my cow that's down the road, happy to be milked.
Cows are not happy to be milked.
They
Some
treat
of
you
them
with
are.
love. From the moment they're born.
I don't think
on the farms I'm talking about.
Forcible impregnation and a rape rack. I'm really sorry, but I don't think that's love energy.
Love energy. Okay, so the way that this has been portrayed to me via Reels, it seems as though the guy on the right is making the most points and bringing the most data to the field, but that is very true. If you can have like small scale farming, it's not harmful. It really is not. Like my parents have a farm. There's no animals that are suffering or being tortured. Like there's not. Maybe a rat will get fucking beat the shit out of by a chicken or something like that. Beyond that, that's all there is. I have cattle. They're very well taken care of. They love me. They're awesome. They're treated with love. I can let them out into the wild if you want, but I would rather walk down the street and get butter and milk from cows I can see than buy it at the grocery store as well. So there's a difference between what he says, factory farming, and what he says. There's a lot of variables.
AI wants us to be vegan. AI has said that
Dude,
we
who the
must leave
cares
the
about AI?
animals alone.
What are you talking about? AI.
AI.
This is the average vegan, holier than thou.
Do you believe in consent?
Of course.
This is confusing to me too. The AI thing. It's like a lot of the vegans do appeals to nature or like appeals to authority in terms of like the aspect of morality and it being like wrong. But you can't just bring in AI, dude. AI is going to destroy everything. AI is going to violate all rights and destroy everything eventually. AI is fucking scary as shit. AI is way worse than factory farming.
There is a correlation between non-veganism and harm. And it's already been proven like psychologically that non-vegans are more likely to be abusers, murderers, rapists, etc. And so non-veganism has a ripple effect into racism.
Dude, that is the dumbest shit. There's a correlation. First off, correlation does not equal causation. Second off, you could probably find a fucking correlation between people who have, sworn vows of celibacy and not doing harm. People who drive motorcycles and doing harm. You could probably find a lot of different correlations. That's insane. That is an insane fucking point to make. Vegans do less harm, probably on the whole, compared to just the average person, but someone who reads books and is conscientious of farming and like this guy, he probably does less harm too than just the average fucking random dude who wakes up and drinks Starbucks and then consumes media for 12 hours a day.
So, because I'm not vegan, I'm also racist now.
That is dumb as...
You don't care about black people. You don't care about consent. Do your research.
Your argument is I'm holier than you. You're wrong.
No, that's your perception because of your guilt.
I'm not so sure about that. That's your perception because of your guilt. Yeah, I do get the holier than thou thing. See, I saw a clip of this guy mentioning the holier than thou stuff, and I thought that was his only response, but this made him look bad for sure. Okay, so this is them after their ceremony in which they did things.
So it's like 3 a.m. and we just went on a 9-hour trip. And we can confirm that we are living in a simulation and that we're literally we are in a cosmic motion picture.
Yeah. Totally agree.
Wait, I missed something. I missed a chapter. Wait, what?
Yeah, very clear from the psychedelics that we're just two bros, two sides of the same coin.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
We have two different solutions to the same problem. It's like we're on the same team.
We are on the same
but there's
team.
a couple disconnects there.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
then again, we don't live in a perfect world.
I agree.
We can coexist in this world together, as these psychedelics have proved. And
I don't think you need psychedelics to prove that, though. I think you just should maybe read a book. Maybe read a book on just being a good person. He was being calm, I feel like, before. This guy was being very rational, and it didn't really seem like he was expecting much.
sometimes we just need to step down from our ego. Don't need to be right all the time. Vegans do not need to push their agenda on carnivores. Carnivores do not need to push their agenda on vegans, and vice versa.
He's
We
not
can
a carnivore.
coexist together in peace.
There
That-
is, I will say though, that there is still hypocrisy in that, because you talk about pushing agendas, right?
Yeah.
But non-vegans are literally push violence. So
And
Yes.
vegans protest by destroying Big Ben and Trafalgar Square and McDonald's in red and white
no, they
paint.
don't.
Okay, so the psychedelics didn't change anything. It's the same circle. It's the same circle. The same fault of humanity. The same. What a waste of time.
All the love for you in the world, Neo, but mushrooms are not. I'm ready for a blue steak. Let's get out of here.
I wouldn't say I'm disappointed.
What an in! Oh my god, that's fucking hilarious. Oh my god, just fucking clap, get up, leave, goes to the local steakhouse and gets a blue steak reaffirmed. I do agree. I think you can love animals and eat them too. I think the difference between Petey and Frankie and a cow is pretty obvious and intrinsic and clear.
He's one of the kindest souls that I've met. It's beautiful.
I wanted to write this.
Anyways, let me know what you guys think down below.